All right, Carrie, let's pause you right there. We're going to go to Michelle Ross, who was inside the overflow room during today's deliberations when the verdict was read.
Yeah, she joins us now outside the court to tell us about what she saw and the reaction from the media. Michelle, give us, just a breakdown of everything that happened today. As you can see, a lot of people saying this is shocking.
Right, and having been in both the overflow room now and the actual courtroom, I have to say that throughout most of this, the overflow room was a bit of more of the reactive room. When there are certain exchanges happening during the testimony, they would laugh a little louder compared to those in the courtroom. But for this, there wasn't that much of commotion inside the room, and I have to say it's probably because we were prefaced by one of the court officers who said to keep outbursts to a minimum, and he also said to stay in our seats until we're given further instruction. So when that first count came down, when the first verdict came down, there were maybe a couple of audible gasps from reporters in the first row, but after that, it had just gone on to 2, 3, 4, up to the 34th count. It remained pretty silent. There were two people, though, who were members of the public. Two of the last seats of the last benches in the overflow room were reserved for them, but there were only two people in all of those two rows, and they didn't even really react that much either. I did speak to one of them as we left. She said that she got here this morning, didn't have to wait more than an hour to get inside the courtroom, and she said that she also just wanted to be part of history. She's been following this trial for the last 7 weeks, wanted to see what it came down to. She's never experienced anything like this before, but it was interesting to see a member of the public sit inside and watch this happen as it was going on. She didn't even think she was going to get into the building, but she did get into the overflow room with other reporters. Now, I was also able to see there are, just to paint the picture for you as to what the overflow room is, it's basically the room down the hall from the actual courtroom where the judge is, where Donald Trump is, where his defense, prosecution, where the jury is. So in the overflow room, it's the reporters not in the actual courtroom, and there are 3 screens set up, and we can see images from inside the courtroom, video from inside. And once the verdict came down, we were able to see all 3 of Trump's defense lawyers, Todd Blanche, Emile Beauvais, Susan Necheles, stone-cold faces, as well as the former president, also a straight stone-cold face on. Susan Necheles had her hand in her hand with her elbow resting on the table. Todd Blanche rubbing his eyes. So clearly they were unhappy with the result of this. But that's overall the reaction from every single person in the overflow room and from what I was able to see on the screen in the courtroom.